What's good, y'all? It's Drew here, back with another video. Today I'm going to be talking about why the majority of anime have bad endings. Don't forget to like, subscribe for more anime content, and hit that bell notification, to get notified when I drop a new video. So, yeah, without further ado, we're going to get right into it. But obviously, first things first is question of the day. So, question of the day is, why do you think anime have bad endings? And obviously, what anime do you think has the worst ending? So honestly, this kind of started, this is a video topic I've been thinking about for a minute now, low-key, because it must have been a JD Legend video, so shout out him, obviously. I remember him saying, like, for the majority of anime, they all end badly. I think the caveats he gave were, like, Full Metal Alchemist and, like, Code Geass or something like that. Or I think he said haikyuu. And I was like, okay, I ain't seen haikyuu, but I have seen Full Metal, and I know that it does end well. And that did get me to thinking. I'm like, how many anime don't be ending well? Like, they be on some real cap stuff. So, like, I was thinking about, hey, Naruto didn't really end well. Although I do like Naruto. Like, I'm not gonna cap, the war arc was kind of gas, in my opinion. A lot of crazy moments, stuff happened, but you can't, ignore the elephant in the room and like Kaguya and stuff. You think about Death Note, it kind of tails off at the end with L dying and stuff like that. And you just really go down the list. I haven't seen Attack on Titan yet, but apparently, that ends really badly too. So it's like, okay, these anime are just kind of ending badly. Like, what's the deal with this stuff? You know what I'm saying? And that I was like, yeah, so that's kind of how the whole idea started. It's really crazy because I feel like anime is probably a top, you can say like it's a top tier media form or whatever, but it's low-key not gas that a lot of them end badly. And one thing I should note that before I kind of give the reason why I think it does end badly, a lot of it, or I think a good amount, or one significant reason is probably like hype. Like when you think about, for instance, Demon Slayer, for instance, those two series that when they were going on in the anime specifically, they were in their bag. Like, those were really copping feels for Demon Slayer and Attack on Titan. Not saying they're a bad series, but you gotta imagine how much hype they have into it. So even if the finale ends like decently, people gonna be like, damn, that's kind of trash for real. It just don't go hard. It's not on go. You gotta kind of understand that. So in some cases the endings are bad, but in others it's just a matter of that. It's just a matter of the viewers kind of hyping it, beyond belief. Like, it's to the point where for some series, no matter what they do for the ending, they could not fulfill a lot of people's expectations. Like for Demon Slayer, I think at one point in time, Demon Slayer was the most popular anime, like, just out there. A good example of if an anime is going crazy is if it surpasses One Piece in sales, because One Piece is just consistently, greatness. I can't speak on that. One Piece does what One Piece does, you know what I'm saying? So I think it must have been like 2019 or something, 2020, something like that. Demon Slayer was just head and shoulders above One Piece in sales, for at least for the current time period. So like that, that tells you how much people were not hyping it, but that tells you how many people were watching it. And then obviously, I think another point, I'm giving more of the weaker points first, is why anime ends badly is because of the corporations. So that's whether you're talking about like Toei, or let me not say Toei, but like the Shonen Jump manga people, because there are mad examples where creators are like, yeah, I didn't plan to make my series this long. It just kind of happened like that. Like Akira Toriyama, which is the creator of Dragon Ball Z or Dragon Ball, both honestly. He said mad times, I think he said he wanted to end at either the Frieza saga or like the Cell saga. And like, shit, look at it now, like Dragon Ball Super, that's like mad arcs after those things. So like, if a creator has an idea to end a series in a certain way, like he makes a certain path and then they kind of press him to make more, it's just not gonna be coherent. So eventually when it does end, it's not gonna be on go. It's not gonna be really good. Another example is like Tite Kubo, the creator of Bleach. Apparently, there's a couple like sources that said that he wanted, if he had his way, Bleach would have ended, I think, in 2021, which is this year. And if you didn't know, I think Bleach ended like 2016. So that's a big disparity. Like, that's a lot of content that's missing. That's a chunk of the series that's missing. And that's why, that's why people were so hyped with the Bleach. That's why people were so hyped for the Bleach anime coming back and stuff, or in the last arc, because it seems like Tite Kubo was gonna get to, make the arc as great as he wanted it type thing. Because the manga was, in some ways, a lot of people think, and probably it is, the manga was a bit rushed for the last arc, especially. So that's why people really hyped for that last Bleach arc, honestly. And even Kishimoto, like, I don't think there's a lot of sayings on it, but even there's a lot, I think for them, this could be out of context, I'm not entirely sure, but I'm pretty sure I've seen articles and sources where they said that Kishimoto was like, yeah, I didn't know what to do with Madara. I remember he was like, yeah, I didn't know how to kill off Madara, like when he got the 6 pass and all that. He's like, yeah, I don't know what to do with this guy. So let me just make this character that's even crazier than her, even crazier than Madara, and then, get her defeated and type thing, which is Kaguya. And people that watch the series can kind of tell, I think, to a degree, especially in the war arc, where stuff is just sort of happening, you know what I'm saying? Like, for instance, I don't think Kishimoto originally planned for Minato to get brought back, which is why Minato came back and he was like, yeah, I have Sage Mode, by the way. Never mind that, I didn't use it in any other, film, any other media. And I also have the Nine Tails Chakra Mode, but I have it controlled like you. It's like, bro, where did this come from? Like, there's a lot of cap and stuff like that. So another example with Kaise Kubo for why the endings might be bad is because there's another source for Kaise Kubo where I think he says he was given a very, very short amount of time to finish off the series. So I think they said like 3 or 10 chapters to close up the series for good. And it's like, bro, let's say they're at the part, let's say in Naruto, right? They're at the part where Naruto, Sasuke, and Madara are fighting. And then they say, yo, Kishimoto, you got about 10 chapters to pack this shit up. Bro, like I need a lot more time. And it will cause them to rush and do all that stuff. It makes anime not as gas, which, we all don't like. So that's kind of unfortunate. Another thing might have to do like poor direction, but that's more along the lines of all series and all things in general. Like, there are some series that I feel like don't have great direction. Like, I love Katakema Reborn as much as the next guy, probably more than the next guy, because that show is Geass. But like, that's a series where it started out as a comedy, it started as like a slice of life, comedy kind of gag thing, and it ended up being battle shonen. Now, don't get me wrong, the battle shonen part was definitely the best part in my opinion. The creator of Katakema Reborn probably wasn't thinking about, let me make this a battle shonen the entire time. So there could be examples of, oh yeah, I changed up the style of the entire series, so now the ending is not going to be what I planned out, which I'm kind of scurrying to make it make sense, and it almost never does. So those are kind of like, that's kind of unfortunate. And yeah, it honestly makes the anime that end really good. It makes them, since they're anomalies, it makes people want to respect those series more. Like, it makes those series, be looked up in a lot better light, because despite all the crap that the publishers, put the mangakas through, they're still able to get their series and make it look gas. I do think that moving forward, I want to say new gen anime or new gen series might start to end better. Like, or it's like, if there's a potential for that. Just because of the way the new gen series are kind of formatted now. Where like older gen series kind of went either year round or they were at it, they were going on for most of the time, like Naruto or One Piece. But new gen series, they're kind of seasonal now. So I think that there might be more of a chance that the series is planned out a lot more time ahead type thing. Because I think with new gen anime, you gotta kind of catch a viewer's attention a lot quicker. Like, if you look at Tokyo Revengers, for instance, it's only 24 episodes long, and it's gas, what I'm saying? Like, the first 24 episodes were really gas, catching your attention all the way through. If you look at like Naruto or One Piece, 24 episodes, I don't think it caught your attention as much as the new gen animes have been doing for the last couple years. So I think that because of that, they might be more, because they're, catching your attention a little bit better, it might be a little bit more constructed throughout the series. But even then, think about it now, like, I mentioned Tokyo Revengers, and it, honestly, it's been kind of, I'm not gonna say dropping down, but its arc of like, its trajectory has not been upward, it's been kind of downward. But this last arc is definitely not as good as the 2 previous. And I don't know if this is the last arc, but if it's not, and this becomes a pattern, yeah, it's gonna be curtain for Tokyo Revengers. I don't know, going forward, new gen anime will start to end better or stuff like that, but I guess we'll have to just wait and see type thing. But yeah, let me know what your thoughts on anime and if they end badly or not and stuff like that, because I think that is an interesting case study overall, to be honest. But yeah, let me know what you guys think down below, but I'm out, so peace.